Hey guys, this is Subhashish Mishra, your test coach. Today we'll see what are the key features of Protractor. In our previous video, we have seen Protractor is an end-to-end test framework for Angular and AngularJS applications. Protractor is a wrapper over WebDriver JS. Protractor also supports non-Angular applications. So Protractor support both Angular and non-Angular application. What it means, if you have an application where few things are developed using Angular and few things are non-Angular, then you can still use Protractor framework and you can do full end-to-end automation. Protractor has default weights which waits for Angular. So while writing tests in Protractor, you do not need to manually add weights to your scripts. Protractor will automatically wait for the web elements to load and only then executes the next steps. Protractor supports Angular specific locators. The Angular application comes with Angular specific locators such as ngModel, ngBind, ngRepeat. So Protractor has extended support for these locators. You don't have to create complex XPath for Angular locators. In Protractor, those locators are ready for use, so you can directly go ahead and use by.model, by.repeater. So we'll see all these things in our next video when we'll study about locators. Also, we can use the same locators whatever available in Selenium. It supports cross-browser testing. Protractor supports cross-browser testing. So, if you want to execute same Protractor scripts in different browser, you can do it very easily in Protractor. Your scripts can be executed in multiple browsers such as Chrome, Firefox, Safari. Protractor supports headless browser. What headless browser means? Headless browser is like a normal web browser, but it doesn't have a graphical user interface. It will not have a GUI. You cannot see the browser on the screen, but it runs in the background. Other than that, headless behaves the same as traditional browsers like Chrome and Firefox. You have many headless drivers available in the market like HTML unit, Phantom.js. You can use headless Chrome and headless Firefox in Protractor. You may be thinking why you need a headless browser. Headless browsers are very much useful for automation testing, particularly when the automation tests are running in a cloud environment. There is no need of UI. Also, headless browsers are a bit faster when compared with other regular browsers. Then Protractor supports extensibility and reporting plugins. As Protractor is a Node.js application, you can utilize the wide variety of packages that are available in the node. So one can extend his framework or add additional features by installing node packages. For example, if you need HTML report, you can use Jasmine HTML reporter. It is easy to configure the report in Protractor. Jasmine HTML reporter is one of the report generation framework which produces HTML reports for your specs. We'll see how to do those things in our next video. Then it supports cloud testing platforms. So cloud-based testing platforms allows us to run our specs on multiple browsers like Chrome, Firefox, Safari, and also we can use same thing in the multiple platforms like Windows, Mac, Linux, mobile. Protractor is supported by major cloud testing platforms such as Sauce Labs and crossbrowsertesting.com. Protractor supports multiple assertion libraries. It supports Jasmine, Mocha. You can even use your custom libraries. By default, Protractor uses Jasmine framework for assertions. Protractor supports control flow. API is based on promises which are managed by a control flow and adapted for Jasmine. Protractor APIs are entirely asynchronous. All functions return promises. It maintains a queue of pending promises called the control flow to keep the execution organized. Protractor supports various IDE and editors. So there are tons of IDs out there in the market. You can choose anything to use Protractor. Most popular editors like Visual Studio, WebStorm, Visual Studio Professional, Atom, Sublime, you can use any of them. We'll see those things in our upcoming videos. It supports CI and CD. So once automation scripts are in place, we don't need to execute manually and monitor, right? So every time new code goes to the repository, the protractor test should run automatically and get you the report. That means we need to automate the process. We can achieve this by integrating the protractor test to build tools such as Jenkins. So we'll do that in our future video. You will see how we can integrate with CI and CD. We'll talk more about those things, but all these features are available in Protractor. So next thing is difference between Selenium and Protractor. When we talk about UI automation, immediately one thing comes to mind is Selenium, because Selenium is a proven tool and well accepted for UI automation. Then you may think, why we need Protractor? Protractor and Selenium both are used to automate front end of web applications. Generally, most of the people are well aware of Selenium in Java or Selenium in Python, and they are afraid of choosing any other tool on top of Selenium. Both the tools have some advantage and disadvantage. We need to figure out which tool is the best fit for our requirement or project we are working on. Then you can decide whether you will choose Selenium or Protractor for your project. So for now, let's see the difference between Selenium and Protractor. So both Selenium and Protractor are open source and they have a good amount of community support. Then major thing for Selenium, Selenium supports all front end technology. It's supposed to support any front end technology based applications, as it doesn't specify support for any specific technology, where Protractor is specially designed for Angular and AngularJS applications. You can, though you can use for non-Angular applications also. Then uh, Selenium supports Java, Python, Perl, PHP, Ruby, JavaScript, all these languages, where Protractor supports JavaScript and TypeScript. Node.js provides runtime environment to run JavaScript programs. Then we'll see browser support. So Selenium supports Chrome, Firefox, IE, Microsoft Edge, Opera, Safari, Phantom, whereas Selenium, whereas Protractor supports Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge, Safari, Phantom, all these things are supported. Then synchronization or waiting. So no automatic synchronization between tests and applications in Selenium. It needs to be explicitly synchronized using different ways. But in Protractor, it supports automatic wait for Angular applications, but they are not available for non-Angular applications, but you can use explicitly synchronized waits in Protractor. Selenium test execution is synchronous and Protractor test execution is asynchronous. So let's understand a little bit what is synchronous and what is asynchronous means. So synchronous is one thing will happen at a time. You cannot perform multiple things in one time, and everything will happen step by step in synchronous. Previous task needs to be completed, then only you can perform the next task. So that's how synchronous works. Whereas in asynchronous, you can perform multiple things in same time. If you are doing a task and waiting for the result to come, then in that waiting time you can do something else. Once that task is completed and you are notified about the task completion, then you can perform the next task. That's how asynchronous works. So protractor is heavily promise driven and built for asynchronous execution. Will make use of promises queue of tasks in a synchronous manner. Then we will see what are the different locator supports in Selenium and Protractor. Selenium supports common locator strategy for all types of web applications like ID, name, class name, link test, partial link test, tag name, XPath, and CSS. Whereas Protractor supports all types of locator strategies supported by Selenium plus some extra Angular specific locator strategy such as model, repeater, binding, button text, option. We'll see all these things when we'll learn about locators. Then Selenium supports test framework like JUnit, TestNG, PyUnit, PyTest for Python, and Cucumber, whereas Protractor supports test framework like Jasmine, Mocha, and Cucumber. Both Selenium and Protractor supports BDD. Both Selenium and Protractor supports parallel execution. Both are open source and there is no official support, though they have, both of them have larger open community support. Then Selenium is not easy, I will say. You will face lot of like sync issues and all, whereas in Protractor it is designed for Angular applications. So automatic wait for loading for Angular component will help the testing or your automation test cases. Comparatively, your test execution is slower in Selenium, whereas your execution will be bit faster in Protractor. Both supports CI and CD integration, even both supports Docker. Only thing is it's bit easy in debugging for Selenium, whereas little bit difficult in Protractor. So that's pretty much about difference between Selenium and Protractor. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe my channel.